I've been asked by a couple of people now, how did you make your watermark? So I'm going to go over that now, and we're going to do this in Photoshop. And I'm going to go to File, New, and we'll put in sample signature. And we'll make this 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches, 240 pixels per inch. And the background contents, you have a choice. We're going to choose transparent and say OK. Choose a font that you want and a font size that you want, and make a foreground color. We'll start with black. And I'm going to put in a copyright sign and a name. Click the check mark. And then if you want, you can transform this, Command T or Control T, and swing it a little bit, swivel it. Probably crop this some. And check mark. And then go to File, Save As. And we're going to call this a PNG type file. And put the word black in here, because we'll make 3. And yeah, we're going to do large. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, I'm going to just go into, actually I'm going to make a second copy of this and start with Filter, go to Stylize, Emboss, and it asks if we can convert to a smart object. Say yes. And put in the values that look right to you. You may have to change the values. And then we're going to right click or whatever and say rasterize that layer. And we could probably get rid of this bottom layer. And then we're just going to enlarge that to see what that effect looks like. You can see that it looks more three-dimensional. And we're going to say File, Save As, Sample Signature, Embossed. And make sure it's a PNG file. And then we're going to close that. One more, File, New, same settings as before. This one will be white with the transparent background still. And now we're going to go for white, and I'm just going to, for my own sake, put white on white here. Get my tool, and I'm going to type on a Mac, Option G. I'm not sure what it is on a PC, but Option G should bring up the copyright sign. And then type the name. Click the check mark. If you want to transform it, Command T or Control T. Rotate a little for style. crop. And File, Save As. Sample signature, white, and make sure it's a PNG. Save. Okay, then we should be able to take an image such as this one and go into Topaz Studio. I'm launching it from Photoshop this time. And then we can, the first thing I tend to do is duplicate anyway, and open up image or project, and I think I saved those in land and seascapes. And I'll open the white one. And the black one. Ooh, what happened to the embossed one? Anyway, let's start with these two, just as examples. And so open our image, drag over and drop signature, and then we'll resize that. And usually with white, I'm going to use lighten. And then I'll most often change the opacity to however dull you want it for your particular image. Apply that. Let's do a black one. And again, change the size. Position it where we want it. For this one, we'll use darken, and again change the opacity to taste, and OK, apply it. I don't know where my embossed one went, but here's my own signature embossed, so we'll shrink that down. And for this one, you can use overlay, luminosity, whatever. Let's try luminosity, stands out pretty well. And again, adjust to your taste. And click apply. So that's how I use a watermark and create a watermark for Topaz Studio. Of course, it'll work in Photoshop and anywhere else that uses layers.